pasa? Pues nada, aquí estoy después de domesticar tiburones en mares muy profundos. Profundos y oscuros. Y flipas, mola un montón. A mí el mar me da un poco de cosa, pero me gusta. Y los tiburones dan un poco de respeto. La verdad es como las serpientes, aunque los tiburones son un poquito más. Vamos a empezar ya el segundo capítulo. Acabamos el otro día primero, el último vídeo de Batman. Y vamos a empezar el segundo, que creo que era hijos de... el hijo Wayne, o un hijo Wayne, o algo así, no me acuerdo. Así que nada, vamos con él. Ya estamos otra vez dentro. Y vamos a seguir con el segundo capítulo. Con ello. Hijos de Arkham se llama. El otro se llamaba Reinos de las Sombras. Y este se llama Hijos de Arkham. Hijos de Arkham, Reinos de las Sombras. Bien, vamos a empezar. Por favor, una web con queso. Porque sé que me muevo mucho las manos, que me toco mucho la cara, no sé, es costumbre. Mira, Harvey Dent y el profesor... Ah, el alcalde, claro. Están... Y se parece a Trump. El alcalde Gio.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
En memoria de Thomas y Martha Wayne.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us.
Me encanta el sonido de la lluvia.
You should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were.
O sea, que sí que hicieron trapichuelas con
I've been
ellos.
dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce.
Vale, obvio.
You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Qué brutalidad, joder. Pobre
All
Alfred.
greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Just give me some time to think it through, okay?
Es que en verdad Alfred no ha hecho nada. Simplemente ha mantenido el secreto. Que se lo tendría que haber dicho, obviamente.
When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big.
Pues tío, lo hizo.
Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think? You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail.
Mandaron a alguien para
Maybe
matarlos.
that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Eso es verdad, lo que acaba de decir Alfred es verdad.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Ah, ¿en serio? Vas a buscar dentro de todo la trama.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
Matarlo. También no habría dado la opción, la verdad, le iba a dar, pero...
No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Yo los mataría. Si sé que esa persona iba a matar a mis padres, le habría matado. Sinceramente, ¿vale? Pero también esa opción... El saber por qué. El típico collar de perlas.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Vamos a mirar al cine. En verdad, supuestamente era un teatro local donde fueron. A lo mejor me equivoco, pero...
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Pobre Marta.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that.
Se cargó a su padre, a su madre y...
Maybe.
A él le dejó vivo.
Do I really want to know?
Ah, que este es el juego. Pues supuestamente él puso la pistola entre el este de la madre. Bueno, es que son tantas historias. No sé si primero mató a la madre y luego él mató a él.
Stay back. Take whatever you want. Nothing personal, just business.
Solo son
He told
negocios.
me you had it coming.
Claro, a lo mejor esto es una historia totalmente inventada, que puede ser, ¿eh? Ya sabes cómo funciona esto, ¿no?
Don't buckle me. He's making a mistake.
Hostia, me parece a mí que esto es muy hardcore, ¿eh? Es que, no sé, es que, claro, es que es como Marvel y eso. Mira, ¿ves? No sé.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
¿Y cómo vas a entrar a la cárcel con Batman? Qué pico, por favor. Bueno, pues lo que decía, que esto es como Marvel y DC, o sea, que son de cambiar mucho los universos, ¿vale? En Marvel a lo mejor habrá 1000 universos Y en DC igual. Pues es un poco rayada a veces. Que si leéis los cómics...
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking.
Anda de madre.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us. You...
Ah, vale. Perdón, chicos. No he tocado nada. Es que pensaba que tenía el audio quitado. El audio de voz,
Owe me,
perdón.
Harvey, and now I need your help.
Those are donations, not loans. You're not entitled to a pound of flesh.
Hell, I'll settle for a handshake and a blind eye.
The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage.
La última vez que estuve contigo se me
Thanks to
rompió
the
el cuello.
information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Tampoco ortodoxo.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you,
Esta la hija puta
despite
que me
what the
llama.
media is
Perdón,
saying.
perdón. Sí.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Se sonríe.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he
Por
held
eso
back.
contuvo.
He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
Eso es lo que diría yo. Pero que...
All right, Falcone's inside. Say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Yeah. Episodio 2, en grande además. Hijos de Arkham. Perdón. Arkham City. ¿Qué? ¿Por qué está así? Hijos de Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father'd sew me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family.
Sí.
I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Got a whole closet full
¿Tienes
of
otra
birthday
paliza?
presents I was never able to give you.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Walk on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Se lo pinchas en el ojo, tío.
I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
Entonces, ¿quién?
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell.
Espantapájaros, tío. El espantapájaros, lo sabía, tío.
Bastard had to die.
Hostia, muy fuerte, eh.
Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go!
A tomar por...
Go!
O hiedra venenosa. Hiedra venenosa, espantapájaros. Es que lo sabía, tío. No quieren que te enteres de la historia. O Cobblepot. No, Cobblepot lo dudo. Bueno, es que no lo sé. Pero es que va a decir que no se acuerda de nada, que no sé qué, no sé cuántos, que se encontró con alguien. Pero no me lo esperaba, la verdad, me ha sorprendido.
We are in deep shit.
Una preocupación menos.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close. We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
Es que es obvio, tío.
Disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
No, es que no es culpa, tío.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims.
Pero que se haya encargado
Now it is
Falcone.
be our disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Sí.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Voy a ver si puedo hablar con ella, porque eso es una historia, ¿eh? Sacarle ADN o algo.
Says anything.
ADN de la boca o sangre. Tiene que tener cosas de esas todavía en el cuerpo.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred,
Mira,
I'm
¿ves?
gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
En el cuello tenía algo. Mira, ¿ves? Mira la boca.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Mira el cuello, le han pinchado algo.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course.
Tengo que dar hasta el móvil para que lo envíe, tío. Me parece increíble.
Where am I?
Mr. Wayne.
Mr. Wayne?
Mr. Wayne. Te mira la boca, macho.
What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
Se acuerda de todo.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
No ha sido Cobblepot.
Cobblepot said something
Pero...
similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on
Hey, Vicky,
behind
wait.
this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
No hay ninguna vez, tío. Tenga...
Word is there were
prisa.
shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here.
Que tengo prisa.
You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use.
Dale.
Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Disappointing. Well, maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
No se lo iba a decir, es que... ¡Buscar prisa a otro lado, coño! No sé si dejarlo ya por aquí o seguir un poco más. Si llega a la Batcueva, sigo. Si no...
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
¿Qué será?
The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals.
Sí, la verdad que sí.
Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sick bed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect
Lo
him.
se merecía.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Más o menos no.
What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Esa sustancia es la del espantapájaros. Es que estoy seguro. Es que estoy
This
seguro,
refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
Sí.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
No, tiran por todo Gotham
Your
y
drones
sería
are in
parda.
position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Sí, que es una especie de batala gigante. Es como lo que tenía él, pero más grande. ¿O qué? Va a estar aquí seguro, tío. ¿Eh? Ah, vale. Sabía que iba a estar en el asilo. Creo que es... Creo que es el asilo de Arkham. No enfaden al pingüino. Ah, tiene que estar por aquí. Aquí. Su cabeza y sus garras. ¿Las de Batman? No, las de Catwoman. Lo quería... Hostia, aquí hay mucho que descubrir. Sí.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Sí, con
Bruce
Batman.
Wayne already tried talking to Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Dios, lo voy a dejar por aquí, yo creo. Qué tensión. Se puede cortar con un cuchillo. Me encanta, tío. Suficiente. Ahora vuelvo, dame un momento. Vale, chicos, ya estoy. Me encantaría hablar tantas cosas de Batman, o sea, tantas cosas de este vídeo, porque es increíble, ¿vale? Yo creo, por lo que te da a entender Falcone, no sé si será 100% seguro, ¿vale? El tema de que fuese Cobblepot de pequeño el que contrató al asesino para que se cargase a los padres, pero es un poco extraño. O fue él o fueron sus padres, porque si os recordáis, Cooperpot dice que sus padres están jodidos y que él no le que Bruce Wayne no puede comprenderle porque también, bueno, puede comprenderle porque están todos así en plan, unos muertos y los otros encerrados, creo que dijeron, no me acuerdo. Entonces, es muy extraño porque yo creo que trabajan con el espantapájaros y si no, tiempo al tiempo, tiempo al tiempo. Y poco más puedo decir. Me ha encantado, o sea, me ha encantado este capítulo. No me esperaba para nada la muerte de Falcone, o sea, es que no me lo esperaba para nada. Y por eso me encantan estos juegos, porque son tan, yo que sé, tan random, por así decirlo, ¿vale? Que no te lo esperas y estás y te sorprende, pues me encanta. Así que nada, chicos, si os ha gustado, ya sabéis, podéis comentaros y cualquier cosa, darle un buen me gusta, porque yo creo que nos lo merecemos todos, o sea, dais un like por mí, por el vídeo y por vosotros también, y ya está, y punto. Compartirlo con vuestros amigos si os ha gustado, luego os ayuda un montón a crecer al canal y a nosotros, ¿vale? Sé que a crecer el canal y nosotros es lo mismo los tres, pero no sabía cómo decirlo, así que ya sabéis, estaríamos muy agradecidos. Por debajo dejan por aquí debajo por la zona de información dejamos nuestras redes sociales y otro contenido y tal, y ya está. Así que nada, chicos, si os ha gustado ya sabéis, y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta luego.